Hey guys, how's it going? So in this video, we are going to be talking about Afria's first quarter fiscal 2021 financial results on October 15, 2020. So Aphria will be having it on October 15th on 2020 at 9 a.m. Eastern. So basically before the market opens, they're going to have both a call in operation and a webcast for all other investors that don't want to call in to ask questions. And October 15th is on a Thursday at 9 a.m. right in the morning. So the last day to gamble, if you want to gamble on the earnings, would be the 14th. But you could also buy in on maybe Monday, buy in, and then gamble that throughout by the time it gets there. By the time it gets to the 14th, the stock will skyrocket and you can sell out before the earnings and make a profit. And then, if it skyrockets, then maybe you lost out more profit. But I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do. It's your plan, your choice at the end of the day. Right now, I do not have a position with Aphria, but I am thinking about it. I am thinking about making a position in Aphria before the earnings report. I still haven't decided yet. We'll see what happens on Monday when the market opens. But I am thinking about making a small position just before the earnings report. I would appreciate a thumbs up for this video. You don't have to give it to me if you don't want to, but I would appreciate it. Anyway, so let's talk about Afria's chart. From a charting perspective, it looks like Aphria stocks already made a bottom and now it looks like it's going to start to uptrend. From a MACD perspective, we'll see if this will continue. Last earnings report, the stock went all the way up to $6 just before the earnings report. I said the stock would crash, and I was right because the next day the stock crashed to 485, and then I said that it'd probably go a little bit lower, and I was right. It did go a little bit lower, but it kind of just traded sideways between $5 to around four something. So right now could be a good entry point after a couple months of consolidation, at least a couple months of consolidation. So I do believe right now could be a good opportunity to make a position into Aphria for some nice gains. But again, that is my opinion. I don't know for sure. Maybe if the entire MJ market like Canopy, Tilray, and Aurora, and all the other smaller MJ companies, if they keep declining, then that could be negative for Aphria stock to decline further. We'll see what happens. So according to David Kosh, so Aphria earnings will be for May, June, and July. As we can see, May was strong, June was strong, and July was really strong. So it seems like the MJ market overall is growing, and we already know that Aurora is not capturing a lot of the market share. Same with Canopy, we're not sure yet, but according to their earnings report, nobody's really captured a huge chunk of the MJ market, and Aphria is only the only one that seems to be kind of growing and stealing market share from everyone. So will this continue? Overall, I don't know for sure, but Aphria does seem to know what they're doing, and they seem to, in my opinion, their products are pretty decent quality. So I think that, and they're fairly priced, so I do think that Aphria will do pretty well on this next earnings report, and you can kind of already tell that they should just from this earnings report, but we'll see. So let's go over the last earnings report. Since I can't do SEDAR because it's their Q4, so it won't tell me the individual quarter. It will give me the entire year, so it's kind of useless. But so I have to use TMX to the last press release to figure out what the earnings are like. But as we can see from the last earnings report, the cost per gram has gone down to 88 cents. So it's probably on the top level of the cost per gram. Like, I think Aurora is about the same as them, but that's really good, 88 cents, because they grow out of greenhouses, so of course the cost to produce is very low. And they were profitable last quarter of $9.3 million. So EBITDA profitability of 9.3. They're like the only, I believe that they're the only MJ company right now in the market that is profitable on an EBITDA basis. Everyone else is not profitable, at least on the Canadian side. High Tide is the only retailer that is profitable, but Aphria is profitable, the only MJ company that's profitable on an EBITDA basis on the Canadian side, not the US side. And they're also a global leader when it comes to, besides the US, they sell, in Europe. Well, I don't know if they sell in Europe yet, but right now they're selling in Israel through a partnership, according to a press release. But they will eventually sell in Europe. They are building a German facility right now, so that's a good sign. So then the net revenues was $152 million. I don't think that the net revenues are going to increase too much. Maybe $170 million because the increase in MJ sales. But besides that, net revenues are going to increase probably like 10-15%. Not a big deal on it, but what I want to see is more profits. I want to see the adjusted EBITDA to be like $20 million or $30 million. But we'll see what happens. It was $8.6 million. Wait, is it? Yeah, $8.6 million, but from an MJ operations of $9.3 million in the fourth quarter, an increase of 55% from the prior quarter. They also reduced their debt, and they have a total, I believe they have a total cash right now of, let's see, cash. They have a total cash of $497.22 million, and I believe they raised a little bit more money during the quarter, so I think this will increase a little bit, especially if the EBITDA positive and the operations has gone down. So we'll see what happens, but I think that this cash position will increase a little bit in the next quarter. But besides that, I don't really have too much to say. I think that it's worth a gamble, in my opinion, to buy in now and hope that the market pumps the stock up higher. You could gamble throughout the earnings report, but I think Aphria stock is heading up higher. But there's also the whole Donald Trump news. So if the Donald Trump if the market crashes, if the market continues to be red and volatile, it will affect Aphria stock in a negative way, in my opinion. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. At the end of the day, it is a little bit of a gamble but overall, Aphria is an overall solid company. The market cap right now is $1.27 billion, which is not too overvalued considering the fact that they have over $500 million of cash on the balance sheet. And if you take in the assets too, plus the cash, it should be roughly over $1 billion of enterprise value. Let's see what the enterprise value for this is. The enterprise value for Aphria right now is $1.15 billion, and the market cap currently is $1.21 billion, which is fairly valued. PE ratio is a little high, but if they can continue with their profitability, that could dramatically lower. But we'll see. I think they're gonna have a good earnings report, but only time will tell if that's true or not. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe for future updates, and I hope everyone has a great weekend. See you later.